This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and the lock I have for you today is the Zone Euro Profile Cylinder that was sent to me by YouTube user LockNoob over in the UK. We're going to see what it takes to pick into this lock. I do not have a key for it, but hopefully we will not need one. We have a Yale style keyway, looks very, very similar to the Y1 keyway, and my current preferred method for opening them is bottom of the keyway tension. I'm using a Sparrows medium wiper insert, and then I'm going to use this Sparrows SSDev short hook, picking off of that little bit of warding on the right side. So let's see what it takes to get into this lock. Okay, number one, couple clicks out of him. Nothing on 2. 3's loose, 4's loose, 5's loose. Okay, 6 dropped us into a false set. We seem to be stuck behind 5. Okay, 5 gave us a little counter rotation. I think we might have gotten him set. Back to the beginning, nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. Little counter rotation, a click out of 3. Nothing on 4, 5. 6 dropped down, went back into our false set. We're stuck behind 5 again. Got 5 set, back to the beginning. 1's loose, 2, 3. Okay, and 4 opened us up. So dropped a couple of pins and clearly at least a few spools in here, but let's open this guy up and see exactly what's inside. I already have this lock mostly disassembled, so we can do this relatively quickly. As I said, I don't have a key, so let's be careful not to lock this guy up as I take it apart. And we may need to use a couple of followers because this is a really long cylinder. Okay, let's put that down and drop all of our key pins out. 1 standard, same on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And pretty standard looking core. We do have a little bit of a flat right on top of the key pins, which probably made picking a little easier. And we also have a little drill protection up front. I'll give you a close-up of all of that in just a moment. Let's arrange these and then get our driver pins out. Okay, one is serrated. That would explain the couple of clicks that we got out of that lock or that pin. 2 is a spool. 3 is a spool. 4 is a spool. So is 5. And so is 6. Okay, so full of security pins. Let me give you a close-up of all of this. Okay, for our key pins, you can see they are all standard pins. Then moving up to the driver pins, we have a serrated pin, or at least lightly serrated pin in slot number 1, and then some relatively shallow spools in slots 2 through 6. A lot more shallow than I would have thought from picking it. Moving over to the core, you can see there is a bit of a flat on top of where the key pins are. That tends to make locks a little bit easier to key up, a little bit more forgiving if your key pins aren't exactly the right size, but it also tends to make the locks a little bit easier to pick. Then you can see we also have a little bit of drill protection right in the front of the pin stack there. So, LockNoob, thank you very much for sending this lock my way. To everyone else, if you have any questions or comments about it, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, and as always, have a nice day. Thank you.